Back in the day, before I was the devilishly handsome, stoic vanguard everyone loves and adores, I was a puckish rogue of a hunter, running like a thrall out of the Hellmouth. And maybe away from him, but details. Anyway, I had this little system I made up, right? I'd use playing cards to sort things out there, in the wilds beyond the city. Different suits and values for my various stashes and caches throughout the solar system. I might have even come up with a few, if you can believe that. Not that it mattered much, though. Not in the end. Never felt better. Did you see that, Petra? Petra? Guardian? Must have knocked out the comm system with that spectacular landing. Aces always reminded me of you. For obvious reasons. Whoever you were. Judging by my earlier journal entries, I'd guess you were my son. Before something happened. I can never really remember. It always gets too dark to see. Too cold to feel. But aces, seeing aces always warmed my heart. Or heart equivalent. Never bothered to check. Listen to me ramble on. I always held on to every ace I found. Especially Spades. I used to keep him in this little pouch on my belt. But I used them, eventually. They marked certain things. Reminders. Really. Anything that made me feel closer to you. To your mother. Whoever she was. And cue ominous music. Alright, everyone. Back in your cages. I said, back in your cages. I used hearts for this one girl I knew. Maybe it was your mom. Maybe it was someone else. I can't remember. After I became the Hunter Vanguard, when a good friend of mine, Andal Brask, gave the job to me, I was bored out of my mind. Well, what's left of it. I never got to say goodbye to him, you know? His cloak? Mine now. It's all I got left of him. I never got to leave the tower anymore. Like, being able to see the outside world, but never to truly experience it. But then I met this mechanic, Amanda Holliday. She reminds me of someone. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't really place it. You'd love her, Ace. We have these weekly games of poker in the hangar, and it makes me feel, I don't know, it makes me feel a little more human, somehow. When I find you out there someday, I'll make sure to deal you in on the first game after we head home. After I give you the tour, of course. It's a comforting thought, anyway. Just a happy little fantasy. Yeah, that hurt. Sorry. Not sorry. Spades. probably my favorite suit in the whole deck. I couldn't tell you why if it cost me my life. There was just something special about it, you know? I always felt a personal connection to it, so I would use spades to mark my stashes everywhere. The higher the value, the more interesting the stash. I used a jack of spades for my more personal affairs. You know, spin foil hats, pages from one of my many less than successful novels. Lucky Rabbit's Foot, some fallen house banners, just some odds and ends of mine. Recently, though, I ran out of all my spades entirely. That's it. Now I'm pissed. Is that really all you got? Help me out here, little buddy. Sorry, kiddo. A little change of plans. But look on the bright side. Finally, after so long, Ace. Queens. A card type I haven't used since Oryx's Dreadnought landed within Saturn's rings and devastated the Awoken in a single blast of Taken magic, killing everything. I often used diamonds when it came to the reef. Actually, the value telling me the risk, reward, potential. I was always happy to get a 10 or a jack of diamonds from Petra when she returned home, since it meant I got to leave the tower. And when I got a queen card, and the promise of tying up some loose ends, I couldn't refuse. It's not the ending I hoped or expected, but it's a good one. I know it'll work itself out in the end. Well, this is awkward. Hey, you got a gun I can borrow?
No, but I do have a bullet with your name on it.
Any second now, my partner's gonna roll in here and kill every last one of you. And you, my man, are...
This is going to hurt. A lot. Any last words?
how's your sister? Won't be long now, Ace. I'll see you Starside. I love you.